Congratulations on this win. How does it feel to have won Best Film?
Just overjoyed. It's just amazing.
Amazing, happy, excited, and can't wait to see what's coming next.
And for people who haven't seen SI, superficial intelligence rather, what can they expect? Can you explain it in a few words?
Yeah, it's a comedy, sci-fi, and it's really good. Yeah.
And what inspired it? What was the initial idea behind it?
We had an interactive board, and we had this idea of calling it Sci. And then we thought, what if it came alive? So we made superficial intelligence around that board.
And were there other movies that you'd watch which kind of influenced the story or the way it looked?
I think we just came up with it, really. Just created it out of nowhere.
And for you, James, what does it mean for you to be here today? Why do you think it's so important to support young people getting into movies?
I mean, these guys are the future, you know, they're going to be directing us, they're going to be producing the movies, they're going to be taking over the reins in not that long. And so, you know, to be here celebrating their talent and their enthusiasm and giving them a platform and the encouragement to make their next film, their fourth film. Henry's made 3 films already and he's 10. It's insane. That's more than I've made. Yeah, it's just it's a wonderful day to be here. These guys are the future, and so the more we can help and nurture and celebrate them from this moment in their careers, the better.
If you could have any advice for young people, maybe thinking about trying to get into film, maybe they think it's not for them, what advice would you give to them?
My advice in terms of film and theatre, and I'm an actor obviously, but I now produce more and more, so I guess the whole of what we do, I guess never forget that. And it's appropriate because we're working together with, you know, younger people today. But never forget that what we do is ultimately play. It's storytelling. It's child's play. You know, we get dressed up as kids and we make believe. And I'm now older, turning 40 soon, and I'm still doing the same thing. And so we need to cling on as much as we can to that childish fun and playfulness, because I think if you take our industry too seriously, you lose the joy. These guys have got the joy. They've got the bug. They are, you know, they're taking that kind of childish instinct and making it into an adult enterprise, and they're doing it at the age of 10 or 11. It's incredible.
And do you feel like we're doing enough to kind of get people from all backgrounds into the arts? It does feel sometimes like it's sort of one step forward, 2 steps back, particularly with there not being as much focus even in education or funding out there. So people, particularly from working class backgrounds, for example, not getting the opportunities that they should.
Yeah, I think it's an issue across the board. It's obviously harder from less privileged backgrounds, but really across education as a whole, it's been a sort of a shift from, you know, the value in given towards the arts and humanities towards a more sort of functional, a means to an end type education where everything's about, you know, getting the job, getting the foot through the door in some kind of quite practical career. And I think there is, you know, a huge history, a cultural heritage in this country which we should be so proud of, and we've got to nurture it because it's not going to last forever if we don't give these guys the leg up that they need. So yeah, we should do a little bit more, I think, in terms of nurturing the arts in schools.
And for you guys, what's going to be next for you? Do you know?
Just more and more films. Amazing. You as well?
Yeah, more and more films.
Brilliant. I love that. Thank you so much. Huge congrats again. Really enjoyed this moment. Thanks for your time. Bye.